here is just a quick review on this coax cable and line loss calculator. Here's all the manufacturers and the model numbers of their cable that are supported by this program. We're going to make it super easy and simple, stuff we are all familiar with. Let's go with LMR 400 for our initial calculation. We'll leave the line length at 100 feet, change the frequency to 467. That's where we're transmitting on for GMRS. We'll be conservative with our SWR. We'll put in 1.5 to 1. Power, we'll go with the FCC maximum of 50 watts. Hit calculate, and we can see the results. So the total loss with this LMR 400 through that 100 feet and factoring in SWR loss is 2.869. So let's just say 2.9 dB. Pretty substantial. So it results in a power at the other end of 25.8. That's all that's getting to your antenna. So I'm going to change one parameter. We're going to see what a dramatic difference it has as far as selecting the proper feed line for your setup. So instead of LMR 400, let's go with half-inch Heliax, which is this guy right here. Recalculate. Now remember this number right here, 25.8. Recalculate, we're up to 34.8. So that's a gain of 9 watts on the other end, and our dB of loss has almost cut in half. So that's pretty substantial. Now let's go back to the LMR 400 and show you what a difference the line length makes. There's been a lot of talk about that. You want to make sure you've got your feed line the shortest length you possibly can get and still remain practical. You'll get to where you need to be up on your tower, to your station, whatever it is. So here's the 100 foot. We're going to cut it in half at 50 feet and recalculate. Now watch the number here, 25.8 at 100. At only 50 feet, we're up to 35.8. So that's huge. So the shorter the length, the better, obviously. Let's go back to 100 feet and go back to the half-inch Heliax. We're going to make this into a real-world application of what I've got going on here in my shack. And obviously, it's going to be different. You're going to set it up for your parameters. We'll go with 1.1, so it's a perfect match on the SWR. Calculate, and this is the number we're really interested in now for the second part of this calculator. This 1.48 is the match loss with this particular setup, 100 feet of Heliax. So that number is going to go here. Enter the length of cable in feet, and this is where it gets customized to your particular setup. I've got a 65-foot run of feed line, so I'll put that there. Enter the power and into the cable, so that's 50 again for my radio. And now the gain of the antenna in dB. So that CommScope I have is like 12 dB gain. Hit calculate, and this is going to give you the effective radiated power of your antenna system. So that's the radio, the feed line, and the antenna itself, what it's effectively throwing out into the atmosphere. And that is 635 watts. And that has the gain, all that gain comes from the gain of the antenna. So pretty neat calculator. The only thing I don't like about it is this go back button would make you think you could go back to the actual part where you're entering in the data and whatever else, but it doesn't seem to do anything. So I don't know what's up with that. You actually have to close it out and then go back and start from scratch. So play with it, see what you think, and let us know. Take care.